like it now. Taylor Swift.
I know, it's crazy how much that girl has changed.
Very much. She's like a Miley Cyrus of the country world.
I know, but she won like best country artist at an award show recently.
Huge. It's ridiculous.
It's nuts.
How big she is.
But yeah, I am torturing Zach with Christmas music for those of you inquiring.
Yes, here we are again. Of course.
You've been putting up with it really well, though. We've been watching Christmas movies every night. Oftentimes, it's just something to fall asleep to, but still. And listening to Christmas music in the car, and you've been good with it. I think you might be enjoying it.
I'm not enjoying it. I'm just learning to block it out.
No.
Yeah.
You're just tolerating it.
Just learning how to just block everything out.
Well, I appreciate it. And I just needed to listen to Happy Christmas music because we're about to have the best day ever.
Happy Christmas times.
And we're going to see Eliz, the one and only. It has been so long since we've seen her. I don't even want to think about it, but I do think the last time was July.
It's not a fun thought.
We missed like an entire season. It's winter now. Like we didn't see her at all this fall.
5 months go by?
I think, yeah.
That's too long.
That's what it's been. I know. So we're meeting her at a buffet in New Holland. Because,
what was it called? What's the buffet called?
Yoder's.
Yoder's. It's a Pennsylvania Dutch buffet. So that means there's going to be lots of goodness.
Oh yeah, lots of like good baked goods.
Eliz said she already had gone there with some prior family members,
yeah.
And it was good.
Yep, and Eliz knows what she's talking about when it comes to food recommendations.
I trust Eliz's judgment on food and buffets.
Oh yeah,
100%.
Absolutely. So we're pretty pumped, and we haven't eaten yet today. And it is, what time is it now?
It's 12:13 in the afternoon.
So we are ready to eat. We've been saving our appetite.
I almost brought cookies, or Steph almost brought cookies.
Yeah.
But thank goodness she didn't.
It's probably for the best.
Because it's buffet.
Impromptu, I made cookies last night because we went grocery shopping hungry, which was our first mistake.
We did good though.
We weren't. It wasn't bad. We kept pulling each other away. Like, come on, let's just keep moving.
Really, we did good supporting each other.
We did. We got out, without spending too much money. But we got this peanut butter cookie dough, so I had to make that last night for no reason at all.
I don't know if I've seen more trash on a highway roadside than I have now. Like,
there has been a lot.
This is Route 222. There's so much road trash around here.
Yeah, there has been a lot.
We need to get some people to clean this place up.
I know. You hate seeing it. It really is sad.
It's a beautiful area. Like, we're down near Lancaster, and it's really nice.
Yeah, we love Lancaster.
People just don't care about this section of roadway. Like, it's been a long time since I've seen such a messy roadway.
I know.
Such a loud one, too. The road's getting louder.
It is.
Did you notice?
It's like changing pavement type.
Is this
pavement?
Pavement, blacktop.
Something like that.
Concrete.
I actually did a really cool what were those things called? Science fair project.
Okay.
And did you have to do those in high school?
I think it was only for like the exceptionally smart students.
Oh really? It was a requirement for us at Susquehanna. I don't think it is anymore.
They didn't really have that.
We had to do it like freshman and sophomore year, and then I think maybe senior year was optional, but I think we did it like the first 3 years.
Okay.
But I don't know, it was a pain in the butt and it was a ton of work, but I always picked something sports related, and I did one project where I had people run on blacktop and then like run on grass and then run on carpet to try to determine which surface is like the best for running.
Where would you find enough carpet to run on?
Well, that was one of the problems. We did it in the elementary school in one of the hallways, but in order to run the same distance that we had originally mapped out, they had to run around a corner. But it worked out because it gave me a really good like excuse, like, oh, this was one of my variables, you know. In science fair experiments, they love that kind of stuff, like a problem you ran into along the way.
Right.
So I was like, well, they had to go around a corner, and all the variables and all that tech terminology.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it was a fun project. They loved it. I got an A on it, not to brag, but
I did a project similar to something like that. It sounds like in college I had this kinetics, or what was the kinesiology, something like that. And it's all about like body movements and
Oh,
stuff.
that's cool. Yeah.
And like physical like exertion and stuff like that. And we got to like go up to this lab at Gannon University and had like little pressure sensors, so you'd stand on this thing and jump off of it, and it showed you how many pounds of force you created with your jump, and like all these different little things like with physiology and kinetics that showed you how high you could jump, how hard you could jump,
Yeah.
how hard you could squeeze, like all these physical things.
Well, that's cool.
And my project in that class was to go to like compare yourself to a professional doing something, and a lot of people would pick like doing basketball or doing ballet or something like that
Yeah.
that they were good at. I was completely not good at anything really that I wanted to
right.
do. Nothing that I wanted to do, I would have been like doing the same thing as the rest of the class.
Yeah.
So I found one of my friend's roommates, and he had like a bow and arrow, like not a compound bow, it was a recurve bow. And I picked like Olympic shooting, like bow and arrow shooting. That's what got me into shooting bow, and why I have bow and arrow in my basement and stuff like that.
Okay.
But I like shot a video, recorded myself shooting a bow, and then had to get like a video offline and like screen record it to compare myself. And we plugged it into this program where like you mapped out all the joints and angles and everything. Like you put a little dot on the knee, and then a dot on the ankle, and then a dot on the hip, and it would show you like the angle that you were supposed to be standing at. And
That's
like
fun.
all these little different
Yeah.
kinesiology things.
See, you got to pick a project that interests you, because
It was
otherwise
a blast,
it's
like you said.
miserable.
It was so much work. Like,
yeah.
we had to do the recording and find the thing and plug it in, and it was a lot of work. Like
It
that
really
project
is.
took a lot of hours, but it was a lot of fun when you had like a final project
Yeah.
and a final product of like all these things that you discovered, and you're like, I was terrible, but here's what I learned how to be a better archer or whatever.
Right.
It was cool.
Yeah, when it comes to those kind of projects, it's so easy to be like, oh, I don't want to do this, but you're gonna have to do it, so might as well do it on something fun. I also did one which was just totally stupid, but it was like, at which angle is the best trajectory to get the field hockey ball in the net? Which obviously, like, the percentage of goals made was from right in front of it as opposed to coming from an angle, shooting on the sides of the net.
Yeah.
But that was a fun one.
Makes sense.
So I don't know why we're talking about science fair projects, but we're 12 minutes away from Eliz and the
12
buffet.
minutes away from the buffet. I hate to say it, but I don't know which one I'm more excited for. At this point, I'm so hungry. Like, the food sounds amazing.
I know it.
But Eliz, like,
Yep.
duh.
Yeah. We're
Gotta
so
be excited
excited.
about that. It's been so many months. So many moons.
Too many.
Too many sleeps.
Yep. Way too many. I don't even want to think about how many.
How many sleeps is that?
Oh my gosh. I don't even want to do the math.
Lots and lots and lots of sleeps.
A lot of sleeps. Oh, this place is cute. Village Farm Market.
Sensenig's Furniture.
Yeah, there's a lot of cute stuff down here. We're in Amish country.
Lancaster. Is it near Intercourse, PA?
Yeah, it's
Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah. there's a lot of inappropriate or weird town names down here. Like, Bird in Hand is a weird one.
Oh my gosh,
Blue Ball.
that's a fun one. Bird in Hand.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's
Straight
so
up
cool.
John Deere on the road.
We gotta see if we can get
This
a
is a
picture.
busy road,
Oh,
too.
shoot. Come over there. Sorry, my hand was in the way. That's an old school tractor. I missed it.
Dang.
Let's get up behind him now.
We're coming, John Deere.
Oh,
This
boy.
this is a pretty busy road though for a tractor to be on. Like, this is an overpass.
This is great. It's from like the 1940s.
Can I pass
probably.
him?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's giving you room. Do it now while we have room to. That is so sick.
Thanks, Mr. John Deere.
Our Amish country, you never know what you're gonna see in Bird in Hand, PA.
Lots of Christmas stuff. You're really starting to see it now.
Oh, Steph's so happy
Pretty happy. Yeah.
about the Christmassy stuff.
I'm a little excited. It's not anything. I mean, it's
No big
not
deal.
that big of a deal.
No big
but
deal.
No.
Martin's Bike and Fitness.
That looks like a nice place.
That does look really freaking nice, but
Dang.
nobody's even there. How did that place get built if it doesn't have business?
How does that work?
It's very strange.
That shop was called Ken's Educational Joy. Did you see that? Maybe you should go in there to find some educational joy
I really
to
need some
motivate you.
educational joy at this point in my life. I really do.
Yeah, I think a lot of teachers do. All school personnel.
It would be really nice.
So, okay, what's the final answer on how many Christmas festivities we can do this year?
I think we're pretty much at limit.
We haven't done any yet.
No, but
What do
we've
you
been
mean?
decorating the house and
That doesn't count.
watching Christmas movies and listening to
doesn't-
Christmas music.
Are you kidding me? That doesn't count.
I thought that was making up for like not having to do any Christmas events.
I don't know why you thought that. That was never
Oh, we
discussed.
talked about that actually.
We sure did
You
not.
must have been half asleep when we had that discussion.
You must have been imagining it.
I talked to you in the middle of the night when I woke up.
You probably talked to me when I was sleeping. You're like, babe, if you're okay with doing no Christmas festivities, don't say anything. And I'm sleeping, and you're like, cool, it's a deal.
Snore twice, and then you snore twice, and I wake you up.
See, that's what it is.
But
Got
it
to the
still
bottom of
works.
that.
Like it still means that it counts.
No. We definitely need to plan something.
Here's the thing: can you really do Christmas activities when it's not like snowing?
Yeah.
I just doesn't feel like
It's
Christmas
not the
to me.
same,
I grew up in a
but
place where like it's always snowy for Christmas, pretty much. I
Right.
felt like it always was, but now I'm not so sure if we're gonna have any white Christmases for the future.
well, I mean, it's definitely possible. We
It
just
is.
we
It
just
is
had snow a
possible.
couple weeks ago.
Just a quick bout of it.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I think you can still, even if they don't feel as much like a Hallmark movie, which is quite unfortunate. But
Okay, here's the deal. How about this? We'll do as many Christmas activities as you want in like the Christmassy months, November, December-ish, October maybe even. But then the rest of the year, I get to plan our weekends.
that's fair,
The
because I
rest
think
of the year.
a lot of those are going to involve camping.
A lot of them are going to involve other things too.
Like what?
A lot of other things.
Looking at engines.
Engines? I don't
I'm
think.
trying.
I don't think that's.
I'm trying to think of things that you like to do that I might not be as fond of. Like you're into cars, and that's just not
Looking
my
at engines, yes.
Well, what could you possibly want to plan that I wouldn't be in
Nothing.
to doing?
Maybe plan to do nothing. I feel like our weeks and weekends, get so stacked up.
I know. I always get in trouble for planning too much.
Because you want to do this and that and everything, and everybody's like, oh, we're doing this weekend, we're doing that this weekend. And I'm just like, I'm not doing any of that, any of those weekends. No, thank you.
There was a farm stand we just passed that literally had nothing but like cabbage. Did you
Look,
see that?
Watermelons were sitting there too.
Maybe
Randomly as all get out. Maybe they
Okay.
were green pumpkins, I don't know.
Maybe that's all they were selling though. There was like this big farm stand and like one bin had stuff in it. Everything else was empty.
True.
That's
Weirdness.
the end of farm market season, unfortunately. I guess summer's still open, but it's just not the same.
It is.
Well, we're getting close.
We're gonna have to get on video Eliz's meeting.
Can you do that? Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Should I put the GoPro on my head when I jump on top of
No, I'll keep it.
it? Okay.
I'll keep it distant so
Yes.
it doesn't get broken.
We can film the
There's
reunion.
another heron.
It's beautiful out here.
It is. Think there's any good Amish schools hiring?
Maybe. I think they do. They do have like schools. But some of them homeschool, I guess. Some of them go to school. I don't know what the money situation
Suzuki.
would be like.
Bunch of Suzuki's back there. That was cool. Are we in? Is it New Berlin?
We're meeting her in New Holland.
New Holland, not New
Mhm.
Berlin. New Holland. Are we in New Holland at this point? I see some places if we have time I'd like to visit.
Okay, well we're only 5 minutes away, so we
Yeah,
can
exactly.
certainly come
We'll
back
have to
this
see
way.
if they're open
Yeah,
or not.
right. It's a Tuesday afternoon, so it's kind of a weird day, but it's not as crowded, which is lovely.
I haven't seen much that looks open.
Right. We'll have to
Lady's
see.
got to get to work or something.
It always makes me sad when I see people walking to work. I'm like, are you okay? Do you need a
Blink
ride?
twice if you need help.
I know.
How hungry are you?
I'm starving. I'm very excited. I made Zach pull up the menu and start reading me some of the things they have.
That's
I need to
torture.
know. I need to know.
I didn't tell you,
We're
man.
about to
What
eat.
did I say? What was it?
You were like reading to me the explanation because we didn't know what kind of food they had.
American Dutch Country.
But let's be honest, we're down with whatever it is.
I'd be fine. As long as it wasn't like just shrimp and hot dog buffet.
Are you sure? I hope they have a lot of hot dog options.
I'm sure they will.
This is my song for you, babe.
Weaverland Road.
You make it feel like Christmas.
Oh, is that really the song?
Yeah. It's Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani.
Well, I'm not the Christmas queen, you are, so I think this song's about you.
Yeah, but you make me feel happy. Like, you get it? It's like romantic. Like
You
make
get
feel
it?
like
Just
Christmas.
shut up. You get it?
You get the gist.
Just shut the heck up and take it compliment. We are in the Amish country.
Farmland.
Dutch country here.
Yeah, it is.
I can't believe this place is in the middle of nowhere like this.
I know. We're about to come up to like a giant buffet and we're surrounded by farmland. No, it's just flat too.
This other person's probably going here too, or else.
Right, where else would they be going? Unless they literally live in the one house.
This is crazy.
Oh, this isn't even, you don't even need to put your blinker on. It's just a big old turn.
Not even a turn.
Shoo!
Skirt, skirt.
Zach thinks I drive too fast.
A little bit fast. Then she wonders why her tires are all bouncy boopy.
That's not my fault. First of all, that's because I got chintzy tires put on my car.
Okay.
By those how shall not be named. Those who shall not be named.
I didn't know what you said. I gotta be honest.
Those how shall.
How shall not be named.
How shall not be named.
Here's a school.
There you go. You could work there.
Looks quite busy.
I think this is Garden Spot. Yep, Garden Spot High School. Oh, they're in school right now.
Yeah.
Huh, that stinks.
The Spartans. What is a Garden Spot? How did you know that?
Because I knew that that school was in this area. I think we played field hockey there one time. I don't know if it was like a playoff game, but Yoder's, I see the sign. We're coming in hot. Must be a big place. Look how big their sign is.
Auto rental.
Am I going through this light and then turning?
That's what it says, yep.
I always need Zach to help me navigate. It's so hard to look at the map.
It looks like it's going to be like a giant Cracker Barrel. It says Yoder's Country Market.
Oh, it's
Yoder's
a market.
Restaurant and Buffet.
This is perfect. I'm so glad we picked this place.
So many things to do. Oh, my belly is literally hollering at me. Like,
I know. Feed me.
Hunger gets what hunger wants, jerk. Give me food. Dang, look at all those solar panels.
All right, people, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hop
I wonder if Eliz is here yet.
Oh,
Can you look at her
locations. I will find us.
Okay, this place is wild. Yoder's Pharmacy, Yoder's Country Market,
Look at
Yoder's
this old
Restaurant.
van. That's cool.
That one? Oh, that one. I was like, that's an ugly car. Okay.
Like that. Elizabeth Hatch, 7 miles.
Away?
Yeah.
Okay. We gotta film the reunion. Where should we park? I guess park here, maybe?
Well, near the restaurant somewhere.
Is this where you go in?
Parking spot over here.
This place is so big, I don't know where to park.
Well, not by the pharmacy, but by the, any of these spots over here.
Is this where you go in?
Oh my goodness, people. Steph is lost. Are you okay?
This is a big place.
Are you alright?
I want to park by the right entrance. You know, we don't like to walk far. We couldn't possibly do that.
Maybe you go in up there?
I don't know, but this is a pretty good spot. And now we wait for Eliz.
She's in Narvon.
We're stalking you, Eliz.
Which is 10 minutes away, maybe.
She's close. Yeah, are you filming me now?
Maybe. What are you doing?
I was just letting my mom know that we made it and thanking her for taking Zozo, because we just dropped her off there like mom's our babysitter.
Sack of potatoes.
All right, she's close.
We're at Yoder's.
She's close, folks.
Restaurant and buffet, as my dad would say.
Find My is the best because you can just like stalk her. Like she's like coming, she's right there. It gets pretty detailed. And
Which direction do you think she's coming? This way?
Is that her?
Or this way?
No, that's not her. She's coming in.
She's coming in. Not as hot as she was. Oh, there goes my phone again.
Okay, there's a car. That's not her. She's close by.
Oh, I got it.
Her dot just moved, and it's on top. Her dot's on top of us.
Where's
there
her?
There she is! There she is!
Where's her? What do we need? Oh, the car door got left open. The full-blown hug-a-doo. Okay, bye. Yodered.
Is this thing on?
Yoder.
Yodered.
Yoder.
Yoder and what was this place?
Goods.
The Goods.
How could you forget it? Goods.
So much stuff. I could barely forget the Goods store.
I'm finally gonna sneeze.
Yay! It's Eliz's turn. We were all sneezing earlier. We just left Goods after eating at Yoder's, and I'm so full, and I'm in a food coma.
I can't even think about walking anymore, I don't think.
I need to lie down horizontally.
Yeah.
You guys are pansies.
Eliz is like, I'm feeling good. I'm ready for round 2.
What else are we eating today?
Dessert.
We haven't eaten any. We didn't eat anything before that. I don't know if we'll eat anything for the rest of the night.
I don't know if we will.
That's kind of how I feel too.
Well, this is the infamous Eliz that we've talked so much about. She was on one of our first episodes of the podcast.
The pilot.
The very
That's
first.
right, it was the pilot. And we talk about her all the time.
Is it
and
still going?
we finally, yeah, the screen just goes black. We finally get to have her on one of our videos.
Yay.
So we're very excited. We're all just like kind of in food comas, I think.
But we're happy to be together.
So happy. Finally.
Happy to be in a coma together.
There's no better way to be
I'd
in a
rather
food coma.
be with no one else in this coma.
Right?
Ditto. Yeah. Crack the window.
Are you
Crack the
heated?
windows. Yeah.
Would you like to share your expectations and then your experiences of Goods?
So Goods in Lancaster. It's right next to Shady Maple.
What did I say when we
You said it's gonna be like
a country Ross.
Ross, yeah.
I was understated by that statement.
Underwhelmed.
No. That statement was underwhelming to say about
Well,
Goods.
that was
Right.
your expectation.
Right.
So
Right. So that's
that was
okay.
good to go in with
It
lower
exceeded your
expectations.
expectations.
That's correct. It was better than I would have thought.
Wow.
It reminded me of so many stores mixed together.
Steffers?
I don't think I was expecting the variety. You know, Walmart has the variety game down, but it's not all as nice or
Walmart
as
does not
organized.
have that variety.
No, the
It's like
variety was
select.
crazy.
It's
yeah.
insane.
Yeah, they
It's
had
niche.
they had sporting goods stuff, home like stuff if you
Plumbing.
need plumbing. That's what I was trying to
Gloves.
think. Yeah.
Literally gloves,
These are my new gloves.
basketballs, sporting goods.
See, Goods keeps you on your toes because
Clothes,
they have the
shoes.
variety, but they don't
Yep.
usually have the same exact items.
That's another thing. Yep.
They
that's
have different
so true.
stuff. They had a tripod grill in there I almost bought.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Never heard of that before. A lot of clothes, a
Air
lot of
rifles.
shoes,
Quite the selection of work boots.
tons of fabric. Are we doing a commercial for them? Tons of fabric and more.
Come to Goods.
Okay, the way that you could describe Goods is Zach constantly is just like, I can't believe we're still in the same store.
Right.
How is this the same store?
So much
Books,
variety.
they have books, Bibles,
Lots
so
of books.
many things.
home decor,
Oh yeah, a lot of cute signs and
kitchen
candles.
appliances, and items and gadgets.
Fabric as far as the eye can see.
A section called Wild Bird and Pet. Did you guys notice that section?
I don't think I saw that
saw it as we
one.
were checking it out.
That is it. That's like more exotic
Bird food.
things. Yeah.
Yeah. I think wild bird means like not pet bird, like
Right.
outdoor birds.
Okay,
of
yeah,
nature.
yeah. Wild
And then
seed.
pets, stuff for your pets.
Right.
I
We
don't
love a
know
good
that
pet section.
I've ever been in a store with that much variety. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know what I could compare it to.
That much variety and that high quality.
Right, because it was all
True.
nice stuff.
It really was.
So will you be coming back to Goods? Are you happy customers?
We'll be back next time we go to Shady Maple, probably.
Is this
because
the
it's right
only
next
goods
to it.
in the area?
Yeah, is it a chain?
I don't know, guys.
I don't know either.
So many unanswered questions.
It's a good time.
It's a good place to Christmas shop because you find stuff you didn't know you
Did you
needed.
do that on purpose?
It's a good time.
Kinda.
How do you that's a good question that you should like pose to the people of the internet.
Right.
How do you kind of do something on purpose?
It's like with intention, but sometimes it happens accidentally.
Right. Some
So,
of the best things.
Maybe you meant that like you said it was a good time and you're like, oh, that'd kind of be a funny joke, but you didn't like say it with that in mind initially, but then you were like, oh yeah, I'm gonna keep that statement because
it fit.
Yeah.
Right. It worked.
So it was a happy accident.
If
pretty
the
much.
shoe fits,
Wear
but
it.
if it doesn't,
Oh
If
yeah,
that
what's the
shoe-
quote?
If the shoe fits, wear it. If it doesn't, kick it off.
See?
I like
One
it.
of her professors gave her that quote and now I'm gonna start using it.
That's good stuff.
I love it.
Yep. Usually you say that when you're about to say something kind of offensive.
Right. It's a good lead in.
Take it or leave it. If the shoe fits, wear it. If it doesn't, kick it off.
Don't take this.
That's your way of saying what I'm about to say is offensive, but it's like a disclaimer to
Yep.
like.
It reminds me of like Ricky
can't be mad
Bobby
at
when
me.
he's like, with all due respect, you suck. You just can't say whatever you want if you say with all due respect. Well, it sure as hell does.
What's the point of it? That's
With
like,
all due respect, you suck.
oh my gosh, that's like saying no offense. The whole like, oh no offense, but, and you're like, okay, so you're about to say something offensive.
I'm not
Right?
racist, but I don't like any black people.
Like the English,
How can you say those two things? Like,
the English language is so frustrating.
It is.
All of the like slang and stuff. Like I was thinking of if you're teaching someone English, and you teach them like yes or no or like yeah or no. Yeah, no means no.
Right. It's so true. Yeah.
No.
No.
Yeah,
yeah.
no, yeah means absolutely.
Right. It means
No, yeah,
Oh, no. Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. Right.
It's
It
so
makes
weird.
sense.
you
to
guys
us.
know that language better than I do because I don't understand all that language
Really?
all the time. Not
So-
all the time, but sometimes I do.
Okay.
Right. You
What
But
use
about,
Steph
like-
will do that sometimes to me, and I'm like, so you mean yeah? And she's like, no, yeah, no.
Well, yeah. No.
And I'm like, oh, okay.
You got to put
No, yeah.
emphasis on the word you mean. So say like, yeah, no.
I don't know
No.
if that's always true though, because sometimes I'd be like, yeah, no. And
Right.
the emphasis is on yeah, but it's like
That's
absolutely
true.
not.
That's true.
Hmm.
Lines get crossed.
Conundrums.
Also like the silent letters and things, or like the different pronunciations. Like, have you guys seen the reel of like all the friends in the car, and the guy goes, "Did you guys know that pneumonia has a P in it?" And the guy in the backseat goes, "I just found out about the P in pneumonia this weekend." And then the other guy goes, "Yeah, like the P in psalms. What's the P in psalms?" And then another guy from the way back goes, what about the T in tsunami?"
That's another
And
one.
then the guy in the front seat goes, "Yo, the T in tsunami." And then the other guy in the back seat goes, "Bro, if that T in tsunami don't get them out of here." It's so funny.
It's so true though. The language just doesn't make
Oops.
sense.
And then
Yeah.
you try to explain why, like, as people who grew up speaking and learning the ridiculousness of the English language,
Right.
like, you try to explain, like, why is there a T in tsunami?
Right.
There just is.
Right.
It's silent.
I know.
It's like you're trying to explain the trump card in Wizard to Steph here.
Oh.
Just
Wizard
is.
is a card game
It just
that
is.
I am still trying to understand, that Zach's family is good at. And I'm
It's
still
all
getting
part of
there.
my strategy.
We're not
Just-
good at it. We just know the
When
rules,
in doubt,
I
just
guess.
say that. It's all part of my strategy.
Right. So I didn't really know what I was doing over Thanksgiving, but I just rolled with it and hoped that everybody thought I
You
knew
didn't
what
come
I was
in last
doing.
place, which is all that should really matter
That's
when you're
true.
first learning a game.
That was important. I was pretty proud of it.
Are you guys cool if I drive our way back to the
Yeah.
old...
Yes.
What is
See
it
if
called?
there's anything
Yoders?
along the way. Yeah.
Yoders.
Let's
Oh,
see if
Yoders.
there's
We
along
didn't
the
talk
way.
about Yoders yet.
See, now Yoders, we've been...
Oh yeah.
We've been to the Shady Maple, which is the smorgasbord of Lancaster.
I think that I'm just salty against Shady Maple because, like, it's...
What did they do to you?
Who
Well,
hurt you?
okay, here's the thing. I'm not salty against them. I would never be upset with going there.
Should I go
Right.
this way?
But I feel like there
Yeah,
are
maybe.
so many other
Yeah.
smaller, more quality, less commercialized places
True.
that most people outside of this, like, zip code or even like
Lancaster
state,
County area.
Like, people go on bus tours from hours and hours away to come to Shady Maple. Like, I think we can offer them
Am I going right or left here?
A more genuine experience.
Looks
you know?
like
That's what I'm
right.
saying.
It's so true. Like, Shady Maple's great, but it's just so big and expensive. When we went there, we surprised Joe there for his birthday, along with Paige and Mike and Lee, his kids. And we waited for how long to get in? I mean, no lie, it was probably 45 minutes at least.
It was a long time in a line that should
was
have
a
been.
Yeah,
long
see, I
line.
feel like the hype, I just feel like this might be a hot take. I feel like Shady Maple does not live up to the hype. There, I said it.
Hot take.
I think that Yoder's was a much better compromisable, smaller
Right.
cousin brother of the big
See?
smorgasbord in it. You,
Yeah.
like you said, you get more quality because you sacrifice less on like having more options.
And
Right.
even the options that I felt like last time I was at Shady Maple weren't really even that great.
Yeah.
If you want a good home cooked Pennsylvania Dutch meal, authentic,
Right.
you go to Yoder's, you go to Diener's, you go to any other place other than Shady Maple. If you want the Shady Maple smorgasbord that there's like billboards and commercials about,
You go do that.
maybe I'm just a huge fan of supporting the little guy.
No,
Yeah.
it's true.
I like that too.
And there's like there's three then like buffet, whatever you call them, huts,
Yeah, different areas.
which is more than enough. Like we're all painfully full.
Oh, yeah.
Some of us are
Oh, yeah, it was
painfully full.
plenty.
Others of us are okay.
No,
Some of us are in pain,
I
some of
don't
us are
think
fine.
any of us are okay. We're all painfully full.
Eliz is good.
Stop!
Good to
You're
go.
gonna go have pizza now, aren't you?
Even with the pizza I ate before I came here. No pizza before I came here, but anyway, all that to say, Shady Maple I feel like is just setting you up for FOMO.
Yep.
Because it's just, as far as the eye can see, so much. And like, let's be real, how can you really ensure that every single thing that you're putting on that buffet is like quality? I'm not talking about like sanitary, like I don't really care about that. Like I don't care if you passed your safety inspection if it tastes good.
Yeah,
But,
it doesn't
like,
matter to me.
How can you really be
Quality
like, making
control.
sure every dish is like super delicious when there's 1,000 different ones that are like mediocre quality?
Right.
That's just my
The quality can't hold up.
perspective on it.
Yeah.
So like, why would I pay $60 to be overwhelmed with like stimulation?
It's
Yep.
so true.
Double or
Can't
triple the
pick,
price.
and then double or triple the price, overwhelmed with options, and then what I do end up picking isn't really even that good.
Right.
It's
So-
true. I was intrigued
True.
by the Shady Maple breakfast.
Oh,
For,
yeah.
like,
Okay.
I'd like to do
$20.
that.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
Yeah.
a different ball game, because breakfast is like,
that's hard to mess that up in general.
Yeah, I'm sure they do that right.
It's all the same ingredients in a different shape.
We do need to come down for like a Sunday brunch or something.
Yeah,
It'd be a
we
good place
should
to
do
meet.
that.
look
We
at
could all
that
meet
sky.
there.
It's good stuff right there. The sun's like
It's
Beautiful.
I was like,
Oh,
wait, the
hazy.
breakfast, the sky, Shady Maple.
It's all good stuff.
It's all good stuff. I love a good, pretty sky.
local whole milk, 97% fat free.
Good old Lancaster.
Oh yeah, this is the way I came to Goods.
So I'm gonna go to the right.
Yoders.
Or straightish.
Yeah, kind of like following it. Some of these roads in Lancaster are
I
confusing.
think I led you astray before, Steph, but then we just made the big circle.
Oh yeah,
Because remember, I was
no,
like,
we're-
oh
It
yeah,
worked
by the
out.
Italian restaurant. No, wait, straight.
that's
I don't
right.
know.
It worked out either way.
Got there.
Oh, that yawny sleepiness after you eat too much.
Like on Thanksgiving.
It's
We
really
act
hitting.
like we just
know.
ate. We ate at like 12:30 or 1. I
like
mean.
3 hours ago.
No,
We're like,
we
I'm
were
so
there
tired.
eating for like 2 hours. So
We were there for a minute.
That lady's shift ended and she was waiting for us to leave.
I don't know
She's like,
why.
you get out, you bratty kids.
Bratty children's. Come on, Toyota, and
Come on.
Oh, my mom guessed it. That picture of us.
She knew where we
she
were.
knew.
Yeah, I said, guess where we are, and she said immediately, Goods.
She knew
Aw,
it.
She's
She
so
knows. She can
stinking.
tell. Suze knows her stores.
She
Yep.
does.
She sure does.
She knows a deal. She knows a bargain, and she knows the stores.
Seriously, that gas station is called Blue Ball Express.
Are we in Blue Ball,
This is the
Pennsylvania?
town of Blue Ball.
It's insane.
Blue Bell, Blue Ball. No, it is Blue Ball.
Blue Ball.
Blue Ball, Bird in Hand, Intercourse.
There's
Intercourse.
some crazy
All these,
names down
you know, it is really important to specify where you're meeting someone in Lancaster, because there are lots of different towns.
Yeah.
Meet me at Ball in Hand. What?
Ball in hand?
Sometime we
Bird
should
Ball?
go to a Sight and Sound show too.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love Sight and Sound.
They're amazing.
Hey, right there's the Blue Ball post office.
There it is. What you've all been looking for.
Were those people on like rented bikes or were those their own bikes?
I don't know.
Those have
Probably
to be
their
their own
own.
bikes.
Dairy Advantage Inc. Wow.
Eliz, do you have another hot take you would like to wrap up the video here for us?
Well, I have two related to food that are ones that I'm just unwilling to move on.
Yeah, okay. Hey, you got to die on somehow, right?
The hill that I will absolutely die on that people really, really hate is soggy cereal is better than
I like it.
crunchy cereal.
I'm with you.
I
I'm
love
with you.
that. I love that.
I like soggy cereal.
And
Somewhere in the
if you
middle,
don't
guys.
agree-
Somewhere
if
in
you
the middle.
disagree, that's okay. We can agree to disagree. 'Cause
Right.
I'm not expecting you to change your mind to agree with my hot take, and I'm
That's
not going
true.
to change it. That's the purpose of hot takes.
Yeah.
So, like, well, that's that on that.
That's all I have to say about
The
that.
other one is that corn dogs are the most underrated junk food
They are underrated.
out there.
Zach doesn't like hot dogs.
Again, we're just gonna have to have different opinions.
But you love
I like cornbread.
corn muffins.
I like cornbread.
Would you eat a corn dog?
If the dog wasn't in there, maybe.
Here's this.
Well, what if it
Here's
was?
Like,
this.
maybe
How does
just-
the dog get in there?
Maybe
How do they do that?
replace the dog with like. Have you ever heard of like the cornbread dog sausages, like the breakfast
Oh,
ones?
you know
yeah.
what my mom
Yep.
used to get
Those are
us
yummy.
from?
Those
It
would
used
be- yeah,
to
I'd
be
go
called
for it.
Market Day. Do you guys remember Market Day? You could order all this food, like
Is it
from
like
the catalogs from
Schwann's?
school. It was a breakfast sausage on a stick wrapped in a pancake.
That's what I'm thinking
Yep.
of.
It
But
Yep.
was great.
do that with a pancake. Do that with cornbread.
Yes.
I'm on.
That's
on
what
board.
we need. That sounds amazing.
I will skip the hot dog part though because I just don't know what part I'm getting there.
You know, I get like at a county fair or whatever, like if you know the hot dog, they put the hot dog on a stick and then they like batter it in really thick batter and then deep fry it. That makes sense to me.
Right.
What about the ones that you get in the freezer section? How does the dog get in there? Is it the same way and then they cool it and then freeze it? Because that just seems like so much work.
That's so true.
One of those
How do
things where
they
I'm
make
like,
them?
I
We're
don't
gonna
know,
have to like
questions.
YouTube
Yeah.
how it's made corn dogs.
I don't really want to.
It's like you don't want to know.
Where's your
Just
vehicular?
enjoy the.
I don't
over
remember.
here.
I
Oh,
think
that's
I
right.
blacked out in excitement when I pulled in.
I know.
Oh, there it
It was
is.
a blur.
We found it.
Don't worry. Nobody stole my 2006 Honda Civic.
Oh, good. We're here.
I'm surprised. That thing's a nice hoopty.
It is. It's not even a hoopty yet.
It isn't
What's a hoopty?
Like,
a junker.
yeah.
I don't
she's
know.
not a
I don't really
junker.
mean it by
She
that
only
when I
has
say it.
107,000 miles on her.
That thing's
Heck
not
yeah.
even broke in yet.
See that sticker on the left corner?
Up there on the top.
No, sorry. The like,
left
the
corner,
white
yeah.
on the end.
Yes,
of the,
I do.
Do you know what that's from?
No.
When my car got towed from the Philadelphia Parking Authority. And I
Ah.
had to go pick it up. They
bummer.
didn't even have the decency to use a sticker that I could get the whole way off.
Do you need help getting that
That's
off?
so rude.
No.
I'll get it off for you, Eliz.
You don't have to get it off. It's kind of like one of those bittersweet.
Zach will do it. Are
Do you
gonna
want to
go
leave
do
it there as like a reminder?
I mean,
As
you
a
can try
memory?
to get it off if you want.
Oh, I will get that
He'll
off.
get it off. That's his special. Well, Zach's gonna go remove this sticker.
Hey guys, thanks for being with us and everything.
And our favorite person.
Thanks for letting me be on.
We
Your
love
cute
you,
little
Eliz.
small camera.
That's right, GoPro.
And word on the street is, I might be making an appearance again soon.
Dun dun
Stay tuned.
dun.